You probably know Nestle from their chocolate, coffee, water, or even their baby formula. For years, Nestle operated wells in western and central Michigan. These wells didn't pump water directly from the Great Lakes themselves. Instead, they pulled water from aquifers that flow into rivers connected to the Great Lakes watershed. This is very important because any groundwater connected to the watershed eventually flows very slowly towards the rivers that feed the lakes. To understand the issue, we need to know about geology. Beneath Michigan, there are layers of glacial sediments left behind from the last ice age. When water goes on the ground, it percolates through these sediments and becomes part of the aquifer. This can take years to centuries depending on the porosity and permeability of the sediments in the ground. But this leaves the question, why are people concerned in making a big deal out of it? The controversy is not about water being bottled. It's about rate versus recharge. Natural groundwater recharge in the Great Lakes Basin is very low. If pumping exceeds recharge, nearby springs, rivers, and wetlands can lose flow, shrink, or dry out seasonally. How much water has Nestle pumped? Nestle pumped up to 400 gallons per minute through certain wells. To visualize this, 400 gallons per minute is equal to 24,000 gallons an hour, or 576,000 gallons a day, or 210 million gallons a year. Compared to the total Great Lakes volume, this is tiny, but locally it can make a huge impact. This permit that let them pump that much only costed about $200 a year. There are many environmental impacts that can come from pumping this much water. One of those is lowered stream flow, which can warm up streams and harm ecosystems. Another environmental impact is wetland shrinkage, since it relies heavily on groundwater. Another impact is localized aquifer stress. Even if the Great Lakes system as a whole is huge, individual aquifers can be fragile. But what does Nestle say about this? Nestle claims they monitor their aquifer health, their pumping levels are sustainable, the impacts are within legal limits, and the streams that people complained about were naturally fluctuating seasonally. But how does the story all end? After Michigan residents started complaining about Nestle pumping all of their water, Nestle sold their Ice Mountain brand to private equity firms, and that created Blue Triton Brands, which still goes on to pump water from the Great Lakes to this day. This debate isn't just about one company. It's about how groundwater moves, how glacial geology influences recharge, and who gets to use water from a shared watershed. The Great Lakes are one of the world's most important freshwater systems. Understanding the geology behind them helps us make informed decisions about their future. The real question isn't just whether Nestle can pump this water. It's whether we, as stewards of the Great Lakes, think they should.